In this lecture, I'll be discussing short lang introduction to graph theory, some basic terminologies used in graph theory. So first, of course, we have our graph, which looks like this. So, inyo mo notice first kay naay mga circles, naay lines, na point numbers, which I will explain later. Also, these are just mga parang places sa Philippines. So we have here Camiguin, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, Manila, Baguio, Davao, and Malaybalay. And then, next later. Na. Okay, so the one highlighted in red are what we call vertex. So these, a vertex is one of the two basic building blocks when making graphs. So, yeah, more gini siya. More ni mga vertex ato. They're just represented as circles. Okay. Next, we have edges. So, edges are represented by lines. Basically, ang edge kay connection ra gid na siya between two vertices. Okay, so an edge is a connection between one vertex to another vertex. Next, we have our weight. Okay, so a weight is sometimes also called sometimes called as cost. So basically, ang weight kay how do I term this? More how an edge unsay kabugaton sa isa ka edge or unsay cost from going from one edge to another. For example, ang cost from going to Camiguin to Cagayan de Oro is 152. Ang weight or ang cost if you go from Cagayan to Cebu is 350. Ang weight or cost if you go from Cagayan de Oro to Manila is 1,300. Okay, next we have neighbor. Uh, ang neighbor nimo or ang neighbors is a vertex are vertices na nakakonect sa imuha. Okay. So for example, ang nakakonect ni Manila kay si Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, and Baguio. Therefore, ang neighbors ni Manila kay kato sila si Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, and Baguio. Next, we have a walk. So we can walk from Camiguin to Cagayan to Manila. Yan siya. So we can walk from Camiguin to Cagayan to Manila. Pwede po ka maka-walk from, ikaw lang, depende sa imo, as long as connected ang duha ka edge. You can walk from Cebu to Davao, to Malaybalay, to Cagayan de Oro, to Manila, to Baguio. Depends on you. As long as ang walk kay it's a traversal from one edge to another edge, to another edge, to another. Until ikaw na magbot. Until when ka gusto mo stop sa imong walk. Next, length. So the length is just the sum of the weight sa imong walk. So for example, when we walked from Camiguin to Cagayan de Oro and from Cagayan de Oro to Manila, ang total na cost is just 152 plus 1,390. Therefore, the length is 1,542. Next, we have subtract. So we'll try to subtract Davao. So if we subtract Davao, mawala ni siya, mawala po ni ang edge from Cagayan to Davao, mawala ang edge from Cebu to Davao, mawala ang edge from Manila to Manila to Davao, and mawala po ang edge from Davao to Malaybalay. So again, if you subtract an edge, if you subtract a vertex, mawala to siya ng vertex, and mawala po ang edges from that vertex to the other vertices. Next, we can also We also have our add operation. So if we say we add, if we talk about add, it just means that we want to add another vertex. So for example, here we want to add iligan. So there. Ano siya, pop out na sa iligan. Yan ang visualization niya. Next, we can also connect Cagayan de Oro and Iligan with a weight of 90. So, muna siya nga nag-draw ko og line from Iligan to Cagayan and for Cagayan to Iligan. Then, nag-add ko og 90 because mo ang iyahang weight. Okay, next, we can also disconnect. We can disconnect Cagayan and Balay-Balay. So, when we say disconnect, it just means nga tanggalon nimo ang edge between two vertices. So, mawala ra lang linya. Yan na lang. Simple lang siya. So, more siyang terminologies, basic terminologies sa graph.